so nice to meet you.
You too.
I'm Donna Clements.
I'm Heather.
And I've done this a couple times, but I'm still, every interview is kind of a new experience for me because all the kids are different. But it's a real honor to be here and to actually get to know who you are, and I'm already very impressed. You're very well prepared. I can tell on the outside, so I'm looking forward to getting to know who you are on the inside. I think we have a few minutes to discuss some of the issues as far as the actual interview, and then from what I understand, I will give you a few minutes of feedback, and then you're off. So I hope you're relaxed and at ease. Let me just tell you quickly, I'm a speaker and a writer, and so a lot of what I'm all about is what's on the inside of a person. So I'm very interested in your career, but I'm also very interested in who you are on the inside. Again, tell me, what is your actual career goal?
My actual career goal was to one day be a physician's assistant, and to hopefully go beyond that, and I could open up my own practice.
Oh, that is wonderful. And your immediate plans towards that goal?
Right now, I'm going to college, to the community college, to get my nursing degree.
All right. So you're enrolled for the fall?
Yes.
All right. So
I start school on the 15th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're real busy with all of your graduating activities. So again, I thank you for taking the time to go through this process. I know. Have you worked for in a position before with a company? Have you had a job?
Yes, I currently work at Drug Coat as a pharmacy technician.
That is wonderful. So you've kind of experimented with what's involved in the medical field. And, you know, my gut question is, you're not afraid of blood or anything like that?
I used to be, and then we had to work at the hospital doing clinicals, so I have watched plenty of things that I would have never thought of before. But now I'm okay with it. It's not a big deal to me anymore.
That's great. Now, again, what was this you did at the hospital?
At school, it's a program, Allied Health. So you can be a CNA.
Okay.
So you go through that class and you have to do clinicals at the hospital for a certain amount of time. And so then you take a test at the end of the year, and if you pass, you're a certified nursing assistant.
And I'm assuming you passed.
Yes, I did.
That is wonderful. Well, from what I can tell so far, you're just right on course for to accomplish your goals. Again, as a writer, I'm wondering what makes you feel that you would be a very good physician's assistant.
Well, I love to help people in need, and
wonderful.
I don't like to see people struggling, so I try and help as much as I possibly can. But I feel that when I do become a physician's assistant, and I can further and open my own practice, like I said, and help more people that are struggling with illnesses and different things like that.
All right. I don't want to jump around, but yet I'm going with my thoughts. So your pursuit of the RN degree at the community college will lead you into what?
To transfer to East Carolina.
Okay.
And they have a physician's assistant program there.
Okay. Wow. Again, it sounds like you've had a lot of guidance and counseling, and you've contemplated this for a long time.
Yes, I have.
That is wonderful. Do you have family members who are involved in the medical field?
No.
Right.
My dad is an insurance agent.
All right.
And my sister's an insurance agent.
Oh.
And nobody has done anything with medical.
All right.
Or anything.
Well, it's interesting. You've said several times that your ultimate goal would be to own your own practice. That requires quite a bit of business skills. So do you think you would be able to bring those in from your heritage, your family?
Yes, my mom and dad both own their own business.
Okay.
And I helped them during the summer after school got out. I would go and work in their office with them.
Oh, so you're not only pushing papers, but in dealing with people in a business setting, but you're also have actually been implementing some nursing skills?
Yes.
Wow, that is fantastic. I am so impressed. So if I fainted or something right now,
I'm certified in CPR, first aid, bloodborne pathogens.
Oh.
Yes.
You know, I don't mean to stray from these questions, so just make sure I cover everything. I need to also just ask if your business abilities and your actual skills, say as a physician's assistant. So I take it you're inclined towards the sciences, the biologies, and the chemistries, and
yes.
You're almost perfect. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. I can really tell that you're focused and you're determined. Tell me, again, why would you make a good physician's assistant? But let's take that to the step of if you worked as a nurse in a doctor's office. Why would I want to hire you to work in my office?
Well, I'm very good with people.
Okay.
I have patience with working with the public.
Okay.
I know how it is working with the public. I take pride in my work.
Wonderful. You know, one of the things that the industry or in our community, the businesses, have made a point to include in these interviews, and I think it's an excellent point, and you're already dancing around it, is the issue of drug testing and so forth. I don't need to ask you, but I just, would that make you uncomfortable if you reported to my office, say for a second interview, and I were to ask you to take a drug test?
No.
That okay? Or say to go down to the place where you have to take the test? Okay, that wouldn't be any problem.
No.
That's wonderful. I already know the answer because I can just sense it, but in addition to all that knowledge you've been gaining and all of that delving into the career to which you aspire, have you ever taken or anyone ever introduced you to personality testing? Do you know what that is? Okay. That's again something that businesses are asking us to include in this process of the interview because it's something that's being done. And personally, I attest that if I'd had some personality testing when I was your age, my life may have been different. But basically, these companies are not asking you to take a test to see if you're a good person or a bad person, but they're asking to answer a few questions regarding your personality. Everything from, are you an introvert, or you're a talker, or are you a stage hound, or do you like numbers or words, and so forth. Are you a good communicator, or are you a good, can you discern people well, things of that nature. Just more of your, not your character, but just how you're made up. And again, they are not to discriminate you in any way, shape, or form. They're to see if what they're offering to you as a job would be something that you would suit. Is that something that you would be comfortable with? Does that interest you?
I would be comfortable with it, and it does interest me to find out, like, not only the way that other people see me and the way that I put myself there in that position. I think it'd be kind of interesting to see if I could get hired off a personality test.
All right, so if I actually said, here you go, would you take some of these personality tests? You wouldn't shut down on me, would you?
No.
Okay, great. Okay. Well, this is a business environment, and it could also be the doctor's office that you would be working in, whatever that setting is, you seem real comfortable with who you are. You seem comfortable in your skin.
Yes.
Is that good to say?
Yes.
That is the most wonderful thing, and I just commend you for that. Do you have any questions?
Other than, do you think at this point through this process that you would hire me as a future employer?
I personally would hire you. I would have hired you yesterday.
Thank you.
You know, my dream is to be out on the road speaking, and I think you could handle the medical aspects of any type of setting, emergency, personal, business, an emergency out on the street. I get the sense that you're capable of handling that type of a setting. I also get the sense, again, that you're comfortable with who you are, confident, that you don't have an ego. I don't sense that you have an attitude either. And that's one of my pet peeves. I don't want anybody around me who has attitudes. I think I would, again, absolutely hire you. I wouldn't even think twice about it. I think as a role as the professional helping you as the candidate for the position, and again, just according to the notes that I've taken today, the only thing I would say, let's delve into this a bit more, would be the personality testing. And we can do that. I can give you a list of some websites. You can go on and just do your own. And then if you want to take it a step further, there's some actual professional methods of testing that companies, industries, the field of medicine, they would look to the results of those tests with total respect for as long as I don't want to say until you change as a person, because hopefully you'll never change. But I think I would highly recommend that you might pursue that type of testing to have a documentation of who you are at this point in time. And then you'll have the results so that you can just grow from that point. And always know that it's not possibly a rejection that you might not fit a certain setting. It's just the possibility that you might fit another setting much better. But from what I have, the time I've spent with you, and it's been brief, but I would like to, I would like to follow your course and to just encourage you as long as I can possibly encourage you. And if you ever have any questions about, what we've discussed today, I will be filling out the review forms and submitting those to your teacher.
Okay.
And so I'm sure you'll be getting a lot more feedback. And her position as a teacher would be from an educational academic standpoint. From my position just as an interviewer, I'm very, very pleased, and I'm very, very honored that you've shared your time with me. Okay? Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Good job, y'all.